Let me ask you something. Have you ever gone to tone your inner thighs only to feel like nothing changes no matter how hard you work? You're not imagining it. Thigh fat plays by its own rules, and today I'm going to show you exactly why it's so stubborn, and the real steps to finally change what's happening deep inside the muscle so your legs can look and feel stronger again. And trust me, once you understand what's going on under the skin, the whole thigh toning game becomes a lot less confusing. Understanding thigh fat, the Wagyu beef of the human body. Okay, before we talk solutions, you need to know what you're up against, and it's actually pretty fascinating. We've got three main types of fat in the body. 1. Subcutaneous fat. This is the soft, pinchable fat right under the skin. Honestly, it's the good guy. It's just stored fuel, waiting patiently until your body needs it. 2. Visceral fat. This is the dangerous stuff, fat that wraps around your organs. If you look down and can't see your shoes, that's often visceral fat pushing outward. It's inflammatory, it messes with hormones, and it's tied to something called insulin resistance. Not ideal. Liver fat. Liver fat is actually the easiest fat to lose, sometimes within days or weeks, because the liver can release that fat and burn it somewhere else. But thigh fat? Thigh fat wants to be special. Of course it does. Why inner thigh fat is so stubborn? Here's the plot twist. The fat around your thighs isn't just sitting under the skin like normal fat. It's actually tucked inside the muscle fibers, like the marbling in a piece of Wagyu beef. You know how Wagyu beef is super tender because it's loaded with fat and low in collagen? That's basically what happens in your thighs when you've lost muscle over time. The fat squeezes in, takes over space, and slowly pushes muscle tissue out. This process has a name: myosteatosis, fat inside and around muscle fibers. And when this happens, several things occur. The muscle loses strength. The muscle loses its stem cells, which make new muscle. The mitochondria, the little energy engines, break down. The muscle becomes insulin resistant. The fat becomes trapped because the machine that burns it is damaged. So imagine trying to burn thigh fat when the very thing that's supposed to burn it, the muscle, isn't working properly. It's like trying to cook a meal with a broken stove. This is why people say, I walk, I diet, I squat, and nothing changes. It's not laziness, it's biology. Why you might not lose weight at first. Fixing this type of fat doesn't show up on the scale immediately, and this is where most people give up way too soon. When you repair muscle tissue, the changes happen inside the cells long before you see a visible difference. Studies show that in the first few months, sometimes zero weight loss happens, but muscle loss drops by 15%, strength increases, appetite decreases. This is huge. These are the early signs that you're switching from burning sugar to burning your own stored fat, including the fat lodged inside the muscle. So don't chase weight loss at the beginning. Chase strength. Chase more stability. Chase that wow, this feels easier than it did last month moment. That's how you know the machine is turning back on. So how do we fix this? Here's the step-by-step plan to rebuild thigh muscles and force those deep fat stores to finally be used. Step 1. Eccentric leg exercises. If you do one thing from this video, let it be this. Eccentric exercises are moves where the muscle lengthens under slow, controlled tension. For example, slowly lowering yourself from a pull-up, slowly descending during a squat, walking down a hill, gently lowering into a lunge. Why are eccentrics so powerful? Because they're the one way to rebuild mitochondria, activate stem cells, trigger new muscle growth, strengthen the very tissue that burns thigh fat. No fancy equipment needed. No gym membership required. Just slow, controlled movement. Important, you will get sore. And soreness is normal, but you must rest between sessions. Muscles rebuild during recovery, not during the workout. Give them time. Step 2. Walk a lot. Walking is one of the simplest ways to retrain thigh muscles to use fat for fuel. Try to walk after meals, even 5 minutes helps. Take the stairs. Get in extra steps wherever you can. Walking uses your biggest muscles, glutes, quads, hamstrings, which means it burns the fat surrounding them. Step 3. Reduce meal frequency. 2 meals or 1 meal a day. This is where the magic really starts happening. Fasting switches your muscle from burning sugar to burning internal fat. When your thighs need fuel and no food is coming in, they turn to the fat inside the muscle fibers. If you're up for it, aim for 2 meals a day or 1 meal a day. An early dinner is ideal. This gives your body long stretches of repair time. Step 4. Add short bursts of intensity. When you're ready, as your strength improves, sprinkle in short sprints, high-intensity interval training, burpees, step-ups, walking lunges. These moves activate your biggest lower body muscles, sending the signal, hey, we need more muscle here now. More muscle, more fat-burning engines. Step 5. Lower carbs plus boost mitochondria nutrients. You don't need a super restrictive diet, just cut excess carbs that get stored as fat. Focus on foods rich in magnesium, feeds mitochondrial motors, vitamin D, reduces inflammation, omega-3s, improves fat metabolism. These nutrients turn your muscle into a more efficient fuel-burning machine. Step 6. Sleep like your legs depend on it. Because they do. If you're not sleeping, you're not burning fat. Period. Most deep fat burning happens at night, so aim for restful, consistent sleep. Step 7. Try occasional longer fasting. Every 2-3 weeks, a 48-72 hour fast, if safe for you, can clean out scar tissue, stimulate autophagy, force your thighs to use intramuscular fat, reset insulin sensitivity. Just do gentle walking during this phase, no intense workouts. Step 8. Optional but powerful. Cold exposure. A cold shower or cold plunge up to the waist can dramatically boost mitochondrial activity. Your body has to create heat to keep warm, so it burns a lot of energy very quickly. Think of it as flipping your metabolism from battery saver mode to turbo. How long does this all take? Here's the honest truth. Repairing deep muscle tissue takes months, sometimes years. But the good news? Your first signs of progress won't be visual. They'll be strength, stamina, and reduced appetite, all proof that your muscle is healing and fat-burning engines are turning back on. And once that happens, the physical changes follow naturally. So remember, inner thigh fat isn't just fat. It's fat mixed inside weakened muscle. To change it, you have to rebuild the muscle first. And now you know exactly how to do that safely, scientifically, and effectively. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like, share it with someone who's struggling with stubborn thigh fat, and leave a comment telling me which step you're going to start with today.